After a quick week off for the opening round of the FCS Championship playoffs, the Bison football team is back in action this weekend, and it's going to be a big one too. North Dakota State hosting another perennial FCS power, the Montana Grizzlies. While hosting another blue blood program this early in the playoffs is rare, saying that the Bison have postseason experience would be a bit of an understatement. Since they started their dynastic run on top of the FCS over a decade ago, the Bison haven't missed this tournament once. They've only missed the championship game itself twice since 2010. With that experience comes a group of players that are comfortable in this high-stakes environment. Every single one of their starters on the roster this year was a part of last year's championship team as well. But head coach Matt Entz says that while that experience is nice to have on their roster, we'll see how much of an X factor it is when they hit the field against Montana.
The minute that first kickoff happens, I think you can throw that experience. It's all about game day, and it's that moment right now. We have to be really, we got to play really well, and we got to execute at a high level. And to play a team, like Montana, it makes you a little nervous. I know the caliber of player they have, and I know the caliber of coaching that they get out there. And so we're going to have to have a really good plan on all three phases and a great week of practice.
This is the 10th all-time meeting between North Dakota State and Montana, but their first meeting since 2015. That 2015 matchup was also, ironically, in the playoffs. The Bison have won 5 of the 9 games that they've played so far. As the journey to Frisco gets underway for one of our Missouri Valley Football Conference teams, it comes to an abrupt end for the other. North Dakota Fighting Hawks falling in Ogden, Utah to the Weber State Wildcats, seeing their season come to a close in the opening round. The Hawks were down 24-0 in the first half against Weber State, but did manage to rally back, coming up just short in a 38-31 decision. North Dakota closed the year at 7-5 overall, earning a playoff berth for the third time in 4 seasons. Head coach Bubba Schweigert reflected back on this year.
I thought our players were a special group, really handled a lot of different emotions during the season in a really high-class manner. And I thought our guys really did a good job of keeping a mindset that we got to get back to work and put the past in the past and go one day at a time and prepare for games. Now we look forward and got to learn from the past.
And the Missouri Valley Football Conference announced their all-conference selections today. 8 Bison were listed as all-Missouri Valley. Hunter Lipke grabbing 2 different first-team spots. He was named first-team fullback and all-purpose player. Joining him on the first team will be offensive lineman Cody Mauk and Nash Jensen. And on the defensive side of the ball, it's Z lineman Spencer Wagee, linebacker James Kaiser, and safeties Dawson Weber and Michael Tutsi. UND also saw 8 players listed in the all-conference honors, highlighted by 5 selections on the second team. So the season continues for North Dakota State. We're getting ready for game day in the Fargo Dome on Saturday against Montana. I wasn't expecting to see Montana this early.
Traditional power.